Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast. I'm MJ Lifestylist coming to you from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK. And we begin this morning, like with every morning, in an attitude of gratitude. So why not, while we wait for people to join in, why not pop up on screen the three things that you are grateful for this morning? What three things are you grateful for this morning as we sit here, as we share, as we work towards our goals for the day? Really, let's just do that. No, that's not better. We shall see. We shall see. So, what three things are you grateful for this morning? I'm just going to quickly share this broadcast to my normal page. Share to our normal page. Oh, no, wrong way around. What are we doing? Da, 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 da. Why won't this do what it usually does? Let's do that. Like, share. So, what are we up to this morning? How are we doing? I'm feeling a lot better today. I have kind of pinpointed what happened yesterday, and I am dealing with it. Don't you worry. But I'm a lot more prepared today. I think what happens is we get comfortable and we let our guard down, and I just think that I need to get back on track, which I've done, and I will continue to do, and I won't be dissuaded. So if you understand any of that, that's good. If you don't understand it, that's fine. It wasn't meant for you. But it is a case of just knowing my worth and knowing what I do and what I'm capable of. So you may have noticed at the bottom of the screen we have a special running at the moment. The rest of this week is now fully booked. Obviously today is Thursday anyway, but the rest of this week's fully booked, and we're actually booked probably up until kind of Wednesday next week. We've got space on Thursday or Friday. You can get a reading, treatment or consultation for £10 instead of 30 for half an hour's reading, treatment or consultation. Some people have doubled up. They've paid £20 and they've got an hour's worth. You make your payment, you make your booking, and then we will get hold of you. This is all part of our 10-year birthday celebrations. It's our 10th year in business, having our spiritual business. I have been doing readings for 25 years, but 10 years of having it as a business. And we are celebrating by offering a massive discount. So, what three things are you grateful for? No one's put up a single comment yet. What is going on, guys? Pop up your comments. Let's see what they say. Let's get a bit of a chat on. So yesterday I was feeling a little bit under the weather. All of a sudden during the broadcast I felt very different. I felt like I wasn't myself. I felt like I had a head thing going on. It kind of felt like someone was trying to block me or stop me. And so I opted to sort of stop the session early yesterday, which those of you that were here would have known that about 10 minutes before the end of the session I just said, look, I can't do any more. I'm going to go and lie down. And I did for the entire day. For the entire day I went to go and lie down in my room, but funnily enough went to lie in my room, and a friend of mine has shared our special on her newsletter, and I have had something like 15 bookings because of it. So there I was lying in bed, resting up, but taking bookings and fitting into time slots. So I was kind of working yesterday whilst lying down, which was different, quite interesting, but it was nonetheless what it is. Sue says, grateful for seeing you, getting through a stormy night and first school pickup for ages. That's amazing. It was a stormy night. Let's talk about that. There was so much wind here in Bournemouth last night. You could hear the wind howling outside, absolutely howling. Lovely sunny day here today. In fact, I'm already quite warm, and I've got 3 readings booked in for today, or 3 of these sessions booked in for today. So, yeah, 3 today, 3 tomorrow, and then into next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we'll see how we go. But really, really grateful to be getting these bookings. Really grateful for new clients coming in, which is great. And loving sharing with people, which is amazing. But that wind was howling. Morning, good to see you, Martin. Grateful for sunshine. Sleepy puppy. As last 24 hours was fraught. He had his jab. Oh dear. And your last tea bag. Oh, that's fatal. I've had that happen to me before. And I have a big mug. I have a huge Eeyore mug, so I'd put 2 tea bags in there. I don't know what he's done to that water. Weird. Right, guys, come on, let's chat. Why are we not chatting today? What's going on? We're here, let's go. So the wind was howling last night. I did get up, eventually I got up and went and sat in the lounge with Andrew. We enjoyed the evening together. We actually watched some more of the, we're currently working our way through the Marvel range of films, all the superhero films. I watch them because of set design and costume design and props and things. I'm fascinated by the creativity of people. I don't really follow the storyline because there's too much banging and crashing and banishing and all sorts of things. But the costume and the detail to the costume and the wardrobe and the set designs and props is kind of why I tend to watch those kinds of movies for that content. Which is weird because I watch it from a very different perspective, I suppose, from what most people would do, were they to be fans of the genre. I'm not really a super fan of the genre, but I am a fan of creativity and expression and how people come up with these things and put these things together. It's just really phenomenal for me. Really, really phenomenal for me. So super exciting. We're going to pick a card now for those of you that are here. Picking a card for those of you that are here. Let's see how this goes. If anyone wants to book a reading, treatment, or consultation, don't forget you can just get hold of me on MJ Lifestylist page, send us a message, and I will open a conversation with you and get you booked in. It's that easy, and it's £10. Oh dear. Right. Oh, intention. Intention. What a lovely card for the start of the day. Intention. Love this card. It's an owl sat on top of an ostrich egg, to my mind, on a plinth or a pedestal or a pillar, whatever you want to call it, and the owl has a dandelion in its mouth. The dandelion speaks to timing. The timing is right. The owl is being observant. Owls can hear and see extremely well. They can turn their heads 360 degrees. And so for me, this owl is being really, really good. It's really observant. It's picking up on things. So the timing is right. Even if your intentions are bigger than you are. So in this case, the ostrich egg symbolizes the intentions, and it's actually quite a lot bigger than the owl is. But if you put your intentions on a pedestal, so if you put them up somewhere where you will see them often, somewhere where you'll focus on them often, so put them up there and then sit on them. If you sit on your intentions, if you work towards your intentions, if you believe that they're going to come true, if all of those things. So the more you really focus and do that, the better it is for you. And what happens is no matter how big your intentions are, they are achievable. So the timing is right for you to focus on your intentions, put them up in a place where you can see them and observe them often and focus on them often, and in so doing you will be able to bring your intentions forward far faster, forward faster, forward quicker, forward better, however you want to say it. But it's the idea of the intention and how to achieve that, how to gain that, how to get that. Really, really good card to have. Really, really good card to have. So we're down to 3 viewers. Oh dear. Maybe it's time to stop doing these broadcasts again. I'm not sure. My intention is to stay mindful in each moment, says Jenny. That is great. That's a great intention. It is a great focus. It's a great intention. It's great for manifestation as well. When we remain mindful in each moment, we actually consciously then focus on each moment. We consciously accept each moment. We consciously work through each moment. And that's good. That's really, really good. Really, really helpful as well. Amazing. Well done, Jenny. I think that's really, really cool too, you know, because it is that thing, it's moment to moment. Rather than trying to plan too far ahead or trying to reminisce too much about what happened, when it happened, who it happened to, how it happened, all of those things put us into a negative headspace. Kind of like takes us out of the moment. So stay in the moment. Absolutely. Am I planning a singing role with Gareth? Oh, the Gareth Malone thing. I had a look at that last night. I was thinking about it, Sue. Why are you stalking me? How do you know about that? Did I share that? I don't know if I did. I just happened to look at it because I was almost involved with a project that he did a while back. And so when he said he was going live last night, I wanted to see what he was going live about. Me being nosy. It sounds really lovely. It's a piece of music that he has rewritten for himself as a pianist and a cellist, and then a choir comprised of people singing from home. And he's sort of rewritten it. He's actually written a brand new piece based on the original, but different from the original. He very, very quickly hastens to add it's much different from the original. And they're looking for voices. So I just listened in last night, gave it some thought. I haven't really given it much more thought, but the choirs that I was singing in, they're not working at the moment. The theatre company I belong to is going to be dormant for the rest of this year. They've decided not to put any focus on any productions this year. So really, there is opportunity is not there at the moment, because people are very tentatively coming back into everything. So yeah, interesting concept, interesting idea, and I will see what's going to come from it. I might well do it. It doesn't cost very much to take part. It's a voluntary subscription, but yeah, especially given that we're still uncertain about where we are at, at the moment. Hi Martin, blood test tomorrow, don't like needles. Anne-Marie, you and me both, my darling. I hate needles. Hate needles. I'm petrified of needles. Anne-Marie, what I do is I look away. I find something else to look at. Where are you? I find something else to look at. I tell them not to show me the needle. Because I'm that petrified of needles. I'm happy for them to do their job because they need to, but I will look away. And they need to do it in my left arm, and I look away to the right because I can't cope with needles. Needles are not my friend, not my friend. But I you know what? I try and calm myself. Anne-Marie, you can try some breathing techniques. You can try some focusing techniques. Try and be gentle with yourself. Try not to get yourself too worked up. And it's not a long process. A blood test is quite quick, my darling. They'll just take what they need. It's a couple of vials of blood, and then it's over. I had to have a blood test a couple of weeks ago, Anne-Marie, and they had to take like eight vials of blood because they needed to do a full blood workup for me, right across the board. I'm your top fan, also nothing to do. Some would say stalkers too. I'm laughing because I do appreciate that you are a top fan, but I like that. nothing to do, so spend a lot of time scrolling. Well, that's interesting. Right. It would seem that we're very undersubscribed today. I'd love to know why that is. I'd love to know why some days there are about 20 people here, and some days we're down to like 2 or 3. And I have no issue. I haven't got an issue with those that are here. Or in fact, I don't have an issue at all. But it's like, why is it that some days, there are so many people here, and some days there are so few people here? Is it because some days I go on slightly later? Maybe people come along at 10 o'clock, and because I'm not there, they think I'm not going to be live. Who knows? I don't know. I've also been toying with the idea of going up sooner, going up earlier, like at 9, which already makes me panic because it means I have to be up at 8 then. But I've been toying with the idea of doing that. I've been toying with the idea of doing the broadcast slightly earlier and seeing if that would do better. Surprised how painless the jab was the other day. I was deep breathing and asking my angels to make it as positive as possible. No effects after either. Listen, that jab didn't feel like a thing, like anything, okay? And before people come for me, I had to have it. I may need to travel in an urgent situation because of my mother and because of all my health issues. I didn't really have an option. It wasn't an option for me. But that jab was fine. It didn't even feel as I really have. When I have blood taken, that's a sore prick in the arm, blah blah blah. When they take the blood, right? But that jab, I didn't feel it. It was already over, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I said to Andrew, oh, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. I'm good. No side effects. Da da da. 10 o'clock that night, did my arm start paining, like a dull pain, like someone had punched me, but with their knuckle. It was the weirdest thing out. All of a sudden, it was like, oh, Lord Almighty. Pain, pain, pain. It was the weirdest thing. And that went on for a couple of days. Funnily enough, yesterday when I was feeling unwell, I could feel over here, I could feel where they'd taken blood 2 weeks ago. That pain returned where they did my blood work. It was the weird, it felt like someone had stung me, but it was exactly where the needle had gone in. It's weird. My body has a funny pain memory thing, which is really weird, I think. Who else has that? Does anybody else have that, where you have phantom memories from pain? Because I think I'm a weirdo. I think it's just me. That's what I think. What do you think? Really do Fridays as Mark's Day off? Yeah, no, I'm not complaining, Jenny. I'm just saying it's really weird how some days there are like 20 people, and then some days there are like 3 or 4, and I can't figure out what it is. Maybe it is that. Maybe it's because people are available on different days. And I certainly don't expect everybody to be here every single day, unless, like Sue. In her own words, she has nothing to do. So Sue, I expect you here every day. What's going on? It's like the Jenny and Sue fan club. Sure, it's something to do with yesterday's interruption. Need to keep going. Don't let them win. Yeah. So I'll say it. I'll say it because it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on here. Yesterday, I definitely felt like somebody was trying to interfere with my energy and trying to block me. I felt very blocked all of a sudden. And it's very rare that happens to me, because usually I'm quite on top form with making sure that I am aware of and open to what's going on around me. But yesterday was one of those days where just all of a sudden I felt quite blocked by somebody else. It was like somebody was trying to put put a blanket over me and sort of trying to shield me. There we go. Block me, shield me, so that I couldn't say or do what I needed to do. I'm just trying to see one thing here. I want to see. How do I see that? Okay. Oh, it won't show me. That's weird. I wanted to see who's the fourth person. Jenny, Sue, and Anne Marie. If you're all here, who's number 4? Who's hiding in the background? That's what I want to know. Oh no, Anne Marie. When they take my blood, they have to. See, I'm pulling a face, Anne Marie. It's because to me, that's only ever happened once to me. With some. Oh. Oof. And it was in the hospital too, believe it or not, where somebody had put the needle in to take blood, and then they did this with the needle. They moved it backwards and forwards like they were knitting. Oh, in my arm. It actually made me nauseous, and I actually fainted. I slid off the chair and landed on the floor. I literally did that. So I know what you mean when they move it around. Oh, no. Don't want that. Don't want that. Jenny says, I find now I get up earlier in the day more relaxed as in a weird way. I think my head thinks more hours in the day. Yeah. I get phantom pain. I suddenly realize it's not mine and ask the person next to me, yep, they have the same pain. Or ring up family and sure enough it's an issue. Yeah, I think that happens with healers though, because as a healer I experience a lot of pain that isn't mine. And I'm usually, hi Jan, oh it's you. It's you. Hi. As a healer I often experience pain that isn't mine, but I'm quite disciplined in going, hang on, that's not my pain. You know, who is it for? And then they indicate and then I pass on the message. Yeah, I don't often exhibit pain of my own. Funnily enough, I don't often have pain, which is great, I suppose. But yes, yesterday I felt very cloaked. I felt like somebody had put a blanket over me, and I just couldn't communicate. And all of a sudden, my body just felt really weird. And I'm sitting on a dressing table stool at the moment because my proper therapy stool broke, which is what I was sitting on. So this is actually very uncomfortable to begin with, but it has no back to it, and I've got a bookshelf behind me, or a shelving unit behind me, behind the curtain, with all our clothing in it, and I actually had the sensation that I was getting dizzy and I was going to fall backwards like this, and I would have hit my head against the shelf. And in anticipation of having a dizzy spell or falling over, I thought, no, let me rather cancel the rest of the broadcast. So I came out of the broadcast and took myself straight to bed for the entire day. I actually literally lay in bed and then took bookings in bed, which is great for bookings. Not so great for my day, because my day was then spent lying flat on a bed, which is probably what I needed. But it is because I was being blocked by someone that came in here yesterday. So I've put in, let's just say I've put in some protocols with my guards. Only way your guards can get to you to rest. Yeah, true. But I think there were other forces at work, Jenny. I do. Exactly. Halfway through your comments were strange. Not the way you react normally. Started with, what are you having for dinner? You agitated afterwards. Maybe that's because I'm a big boy, Sue, and I like food. Maybe I just got so excited about the food. I know I'm jesting. I often deflect. I deflect by making a joke, and I shouldn't. Deb Sutton was first on at 10. Okay. Yeah, I got you at like 2 minutes past today, and then still had to set up and whatever. So apologies for starting late, but maybe I should just get here. Maybe I should just get here earlier. Quicker. Just wanted to tell you, after we spoke about my unwanted visitor, he's gone. Haven't heard or seen him since. Thank you. Amazing, Tyrianne. Amazing. Now just keep that energy light and fluffy. So keep opening windows, keep lighting candles or incense. Just keep the flow of positive energy up so that nothing stagnant or negative can come in. And that will really, really help. It'll also be great as an energy indicator. Also very great as an energy indicator. Check your sugar as well. Yes, Janice, I actually have a glucometer and I have a blood pressure machine. My doctor currently doesn't want me to check my sugar at all, because they do a 3-month blood test with me, and the blood test shows exactly what your sugar's done over 3 months and averages it out. So I was doing my sugar, and he has asked me not to. He's asked me, however, to do my blood pressure twice a day and to keep a record of that, which I am doing. And then I have to send in those results to the doctor's surgery. I have to email them in, and then they can keep track of it from their side. Blood pressure and my pulse is what they want me to do. They don't want me to touch my sugar. And that's okay. That's what they want. That's what they'll get. But it's just one of those things, I suppose. Just one of those things. Anyway, feeling a lot better today. I've got 3 gorgeous clients to read for today, 3 clients to read for tomorrow. If anybody wants a reading or a consultation or a treatment, you can book them currently for £10 for 30 minutes instead of £30 for 30 minutes. So it's actually 2/3 off. Having said that, Janice, you've got a session to book with me. Don't forget. And I am going to... Oh, more messages. I do every day and night. It's amazing the amount of positivity that I'm experiencing now. It's terrifying. No, you can't say it's amazing the amount of positivity I'm experiencing right now, which is a good thing, and then say it's terrifying. That's a bad thing. You've got to think about your words, Tyrianne. Think about your words. Choose your words. Choose your words. I love what the beast said to you. I love what the beast said to you. Tyrianne calls a little boy the beast, and he often poses questions to her, shall we say, and sometimes they are interesting content, and she has to navigate through motherhood with a 4-year-old who is very inquisitive, very, very inquisitive, and I love it. I just love those little conversations that you pop up on Facebook. And the nice thing is, when he's older, you're going to be able to show him them. God knows how, but you should be able to show them to him. Really, really, really lovely. Right, ladies and gents, I am going to love and leave you. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care of yourselves and each other. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, neither can I, and you're doing the best you can with the tools that you have got. Until I see you again, please, please, please take care of yourselves and each other. Be blessed. Have a fantastic day, whatever you choose to do, and hopefully we see you tomorrow morning or Sunday night or around the block. But keep well, look after you. Let's just do last messages. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Be blessed. Namaste.